Okay, why is it not running? According to that thing, it's live. High CT is usage, some strength needed dropped. Okay. Yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently the viewing screen is not showing the one I went on to YouTube and Twitch themselves says I'm live, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I do have, a few tabs open.
Well, you appear to be live on YouTube.
Yeah, because YouTube and Twitch are both saying a lot, but the screen I use to watch my screen and watch the chat box, it's saying I'm offline. And I've got the XLET telling me that I've got high CT usage and unlikely drops in frames. And
We also
there's a couple of
sound
them right there.
we also sound pretty good, but the visual is really bad.
Yeah, because I think what it is because I'm using the Google. I don't know what it is. For some reason, when I use Google, it just, makes it really bad looking. That if I use that, the Windows Edge or the Internet Explorer 11, it looked good, better. But when I use the Google, it just, crappy. Well, a few moments ago, ladies and gentlemen, we were looking at the new 26th century shit that I don't see any in here. Alright, so we have the new developed log. Now, this one really got me thinking about a few things. Especially when they make the comment about. Let me find it. Third, she talks about the universal translator, predictable math, universal language, blah, blah, blah. In the faces of an obvious ethereal culture, primitive, sensible. Then he makes the comment about that. Now, basically, what's going on here? You've got a science officer arguing with the captain of the ship. The science officer is looking to the east side. He wants to do it quickly where the captain of the ship is following orders and basically it's like to wipe out everything on this planet. And then he says here to what end? This is the science officer. Did have to confirm the world is to be scoured. What would you have to do? Make peace and with their gods. Then out of the question, order, blah, blah, blah. Okay, how would you reward? They lied us. They lied to us. Then this other group that they dealt with, basically took a bunch of crystals and hid them. I have to get where that. Okay, here it is. There's no such reliance on these crystals that limited atomic power, principle of their energy system. Some of them to rely on fossil fuels for energy. The crystals are nothing but rocks to those people that they're, looking at. They're not rocks to us, they are rocks to them. That alone should be enough for you to do your duty as instructed. And then you got, once again, the science officer trying to stare them, just wiped out the crystal to save the civilization on this planet. Trying to find the one where they make the comment about or to eradicate these filthy crystals on this planet.
It's at the beginning.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, there it is. The fifth world in this system is filthy with these crystals. So right there's the one comment. And now, here you've got basically the science officer had been relieved of duty. He starts to be taken to the brig, but he basically takes on the guard, beat the crap out of them, does everything else and all. Then you basically got the captain and the science officer fighting it out. And then after there, and you think you'll find glory on your path. The science officer hisses, and you'll only find madness. You'll only find the void and die now. And this is the captain shooting the science officer. The science officer, or the captain fires a tetrion beam at the science officer, and basically vaporizes the science officer. And then the captain basically assembles a white team to deploy the weapon. We've been here long enough arguing with the stupid science officer. Now, me and Aaron had a nice little talk earlier. Now, you all followed the Thoth storyline. You had a certain Thoth officer that was challenging the... excuse me. You had a Thoth officer that was challenging the Thoth capital and everything else and all. And if you followed through the Thoth storyline, eventually you actually got the Thoth as a bridge officer. So, seeing this going on, and now we've got this, this one group that's challenging back, the other one following orders and doing what orders demands them. The Thoth, you follow the one storyline, pretty much went the same road. So as a copy and paste, I'm kind of wondering, but Aaron, what are your thoughts? Because I do agree with you. If we do get this guy, like Aaron pointed out, these guys are huge. They will not be able to sit at the navigation seat. They will literally just, crush the navigation console in the seat.
I don't think they're necessarily repeating exactly what they did with the Voth. Yeah, sure, they have members of their faction who are concerned about the way that the Zenkethi are acting. And they don't agree with them. Those folks tend to get shot. So I don't think it's going to result in somebody defecting and becoming a bridge officer for us, although that would be kind of cool. But like I said, they are pretty big dudes. The animation effects for that would be kind of rough. They have them, so having something you could control a little bit probably wouldn't be terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Zenkethi ships be playable.
But sort of lockbox come out with the
now, I will say that I think that that somebody in the Zenkethi, or maybe a group of Zenkethi, will come to the alliance between the Romulans, Federation, and Klingons, and say, "Hey, this is what's going on," and that'll be how we get some answers as to what's going on in the story. But I don't think that it's going to get us a bridge officer.
Okay, yeah, because if you remember that the only reason why I keep bringing it up, Thoth science officers they're challenging the system, and this one we have a science officer.
Yeah, but just because they did it that way before doesn't mean that they are going to or even should do it that way again. Honestly, I think that would kind of be like copying and pasting your old storyline to do it that way, but...
Well, there's a lot of things in the game that is a copy and paste, unfortunately. Right or wrong, there are some things that's a copy and paste.
That's true. Hello, Brain.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, right now we just started out the new development log. So, do you think chasing those shits yet, Brain Drain?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one shit is back. Now, this guy has been moving around trying to run away from us. Oh no, that's that battle cruiser. There he is. There he is. Heart the Lord, heart the Lord.
But as far as the developer blog, just a last little bit while you're chasing down people who are really trying to avoid you.
Yeah, the same guy just walked in again, so I'm chasing him.
I still think that you and I might be onto something with the possible origin of those crystals. I think because Jimmy and I have been thinking that the crystals may be younger versions of the crystalline entity, but we're not sure. We're waiting for them to tell us what's going on.
They need to comment about filthy crystal. To them, they're just rock, just another to us.
Yeah, but they're also using them as a fuel. The one culture was using them as a fuel source, so I'm not really entirely sure what it is.
Wouldn't it? No, wouldn't the toss version?
What?
No, I'm trying to remember, because you gotta remember, they talked a little bit about, Captain Kirk and Spock, and back in the 60s, they had these weird looking funky glasses just to look at them and talk to them, and everything else and all.
You're talking about the Tholians again. I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with the Tholians.
Well, here's the thing. I'm wondering if somehow, some way, because they never went into, he got it on the second box, congratulations. Yeah, I'm talking to the guy that's, do you see the screen there?
The guy that you've been chasing around.
They never went into detail as to, he just wrote that again. They never went into detail about the crystal entity. Only here and there, there's like little things about the Tholians. Now, in the TOS stories, when you did the TOS storyline, you kind of find out a little bit more story and you actually meet the queen of the Tholians.
Well, one of them.
So I'm just kind of wondering, where are they kind of going with the storyline?
No, personally, I mean, there's lots of little clues, and I'm really excited to see what comes up next. But we have to wait for more clues, or we need more featured episodes. And I'm sure they'll be giving us
another one if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since the last one ended, so yeah, I'm sure there will be another one in the next couple weeks.
Oh, and everybody, the breach identity, as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, is back. It's working again. So the breach is back now. They did extend it one extra day because of what happened. Right. So it's an extended one extra day. Okay, red alert behind there. And now the other thing I'm about to show off, our fleet has been grinding. I thought you said it was all done. Which are glad today, little.
You didn't listen to me, Jimmy. I said that the one we were looking at was the Tier 3 for the research section.
Wow, 21,500.
So if you look at the green bar and then you hit Tier 3, that's what we just completed.
Right, I see that.
So once we finished that opened up the Tier 3 for the overall, which I'm about to slot.
Alright.
Slotting it now.
And after that, there's no more projects after that, just...
Nothing. It's the last one.
Thank God, finally.
Slot it.
Yeah, just slot it in. Okay, dumping everything out, see what we can do with it.
Do it. Do it.
There, I now broke again.
Yeah, it's gonna
Then
take quite a bit.
K13. We're getting there. Alright, so Aaron's already sitting there at the research lab, so I'm going to go to the research lab and let's take a look, see what got completed there. Complete research lab. Now, is there anything different than the last time we looked at it, do you notice?
There wouldn't be any difference from the on the outside. That won't happen until we hit tier 3 overall. So when the one we just slotted finishes, there'll be a difference outside.
Okay.
Inside, hang on a minute. Just gonna throw off my fireworks for you.
Right. Whee!
Alright. And then looking at the one we just completed, which was the research tier 3, that gave us ultra rare strategic secondary deflectors Mark 12. And then purple very rare Krenim research duty officer requisitions. It also gave us the active reputation slot and extra. It gives us the extra active reputation slot and the extra R&D project slot, which we can now purchase to help upgrade our tunes and stuff. But yeah, nothing different on the outside. There shouldn't be anything different on the inside other than the fact that these things are now going to show up in the stores.
Right. I see freighter shit's coming and going now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been coming and going though.
And
then when we complete,
I'm always going to our fleet base and then just transporting them.
And then when we complete the overall, we'll have a change to the exterior. It'll complete the docking ring.
No, I thought that's just the Hilton, I think.
There's more armor that goes around the outside of the docking ring if you look at the picture. So it'll upgrade the docking ring and the main body of the station. It'll also unlock some stuff inside. It'll give us access to the exchange and to the bank, and then it'll give us that extra starship trait slot that we were looking for, and then it will allow us to have our tier 3 weekly buff projects.
Right. And then that way we can really push ourselves when there's special projects coming down the line.
Right.
Okay, what I'm down about, ladies and gentlemen, is this. On the certain times of the thing, the dash one's right here at the Dilithian. You get a Dilithian boost when you slot that in, and then the exterior point boost, you know. So there's certain times you're going to slot those in, and you'll actually get a boot in, like the Dilithian upgrade type thing. You're trying to do the Dilithian. There's a freighter squeezing between us. Literally.
Freighter captain's drunk.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there talking, and all of a sudden our shit just moves up just a little, and I'm like, what the hell?
Everybody's sitting in the docking rings now like, what the fuck was that?
He literally dragged through the hall.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Here, let me back out of this way. Oh, look, he's pushing his way through. Yeah, because I was sitting there looking at the thing, and all of a sudden our shit just jerks up a little bit, and I'm like, what the hell? And then that's when I closed it and see there's this freighter
There's
shit
Jimmy pissing off freighters. But yeah,
unless where you're sitting at, that's where they dock to unload and reload.
It's not. It's not. What they do is they fly over top and then they keep going.
Oh, okay.
Or they fly underneath because you got this guy that's flying down below.
Yeah, because like I said, I was just like, yeah, there's one guy walking in now, right below you now.
Yeah, but they come up, they stop, and then they move.
That one captain's slowly pulling away over there still.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Oh, there's a little tiny D or whatever it is.
Yeah, work bees, because they're constructing.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. Now, me and Aaron were taking a bunch of picture shots. Yeah, so this is one of the pictures. You can see me, I'm sitting back here. His little dotty, just flying. And then you got Aaron right over here. So there's one picture shot. I got different picture views. Let's take a look at each one of them. Now this is Aaron's picture, I believe. And you see here I am sitting. In the one picture, when I go to the other picture, you'll see I got my nose parallel with his nose, and look how big he is compared to that. And now these are my pictures.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a praying mantis with a thorax that is just like overfed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Now you can see I try to get my nose. Well, no, it's a little pterodactyl. But the night angle looked like I was little up with his nose. So you see how big he is.
Yeah, and when I was pulling up to it, the first time I saw it, it was just parked there, and I was coming up from behind it, and it really looked like my ship was like one of its shuttles coming into dock, and I was like, oh man.
Right. Okay, now here's the front view of it. Alright, Klingon. Alright, now in this one is a good picture. Alright, now once again, I'm kind of like behind it a little bit. But you see, this is the last Dreadnought ship. You've got Aaron down here. There's a general ship like coming up to it, going nose to nose, kind of. And I'm basically swinging around trying to, throttle it. Because you can see he's picking up speed and he's pulling away from all of us. So I'm trying to like swing around and line up on him as he's starting to pull away. Oh, hold on. Where's all those other pictures? Alright, here's another picture Aaron took of. Now you see this guy right here, that's Aaron. And you see, compared to his ship, how thin it is.
Now, I mean, my ship's not exactly huge, but still.
Well, and you're flying a battle cruiser, they're not really big to begin with. Good freighter, don't run into me next time. I don't want that thing scratched. Dan Freighter Captain drinking tuna tan, running the nail. Yeah, getting at find those other pictures I took, ladies and gentlemen.
The odd thing is they're actually going for 1.2 billion at the moment, and it's ridiculous because
Right. Ah, now these are my picture shots. All those other ones that I was all looking at, those were pictures that Aaron was taking and looking at. Now these are all mine. And you see, this is me sitting here. This is his little duddy in the battle cruiser flying. I believe Aaron's over here somewhere. But you see, compared to hitting the shot.
In that shot, I was way off to the side. I'm not in that picture.
Right. Because now these are the ones I was taking. Now here's like a back end, and you see the little dotties zipping around, just everything else. That's why I need to count it. There's a battle cruiser that's going around to nice shots. Now this is a close-up. I'm basically back here in the nacelle area, but this is as close as you can get to the front nose. And you see that stupid battle cruiser just zips through. So I had like 2 shots, and I had to wait till he got out of the way to get this angle shot.
It's a really good shot, Jimmy.
Yeah, so this little battle cruiser was
Yeah, the shot. If that shot were of the front of it were cleaned up a little bit, you could submit that as one of the screenshot contest things.
Well, this one right here is what I was thinking about. And you see the angle. I'm not here once again at the back of the cells, just everything else, and I'm basically using my cameras here. And then because this thing is like so huge, I had like an odd movement of my camera, I guess you'd say. So you see, little tiny battle cruiser, the other dreadnought here, sitting over here. Then you got a nebula ship down here.
Yeah, but that nebula ship is pretty far away. It's a lot closer to Earth than you are.
Right. Now, once again, here I am, and you see, he's starting to pull away. His little dotty is going to like basically do a U under there, and they're going to start going toward the moon. Alright, now here, this is where I walked in, and I needed to get up on his 6, and I'm like, as you can see, I ain't sitting in between his nacelles. And then here's that one picture I was talking about, where you can see I'm trying to line up my nose with his nose. So you see, you've got the Galaxy X down here. I believe that's you right there. And then you got a Kelvin Connie ship right there.
It's not me.
Oh, I thought it was.
I would have been above you in that shot.
Ah, okay. Well, okay, that's the end of that one.
So the
Overall, what did you think of those shots?
pictures were really great, and like I said, it surprised the heck out of me when I when I just looked at my screen and all of a sudden there was this giant ship flying at my little bitty ship, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, well, I'm gonna look back. Let's do ship hunting.
Oh.
I'm gonna look back there. The only other place it could be the Deep Space Nine. Not another spot.
Deep Space Nine would be a great place to get a shot of one of those.
Yeah, that's got a dreadnought below me, a Kelvin ship, the dreadnought. He's back!
Yeah, I see him over there. Same guy, too.
Like he said, he is just sitting here. Now, you saw the conversation. I had a conversation. He said he got this on the second lockbox, or the second R&D pack. And that's what the shit that's coming from, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I should buy a couple of those D packs.
The R&D are actually quite worth it, and not just for the ship itself, but if you grinded the Omega fragments, it's worth it. If you can get the 2x,
Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
mean, the R&D packs are what, $250 a piece?
240,
They are still on sale.
240.
Yeah, 230, usually 300. And this is where those ships are coming
So
from. This
I
pack
could
right here.
buy 240.
They're worth it. They're worth it, Ash. They really are.
I might be able to buy 4 of them.
Oh, wow. We've got an assault cruiser. Of course, I'm flying an Odyssey, ladies and gentlemen. The T6 flagship.
That's a good shot. The Savi over the top of its bridge.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you Jimmy would probably pawn them.
I already got it. Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little picture shot there.
Yeah.
I would imagine, even though the beast that it is, you fly under the underbelly of that thing, and I guarantee you there's gonna be somebody that's gonna make it nerfed in a New York second.
Well, I was reading on the Thorn, people are saying it's really powerful.
Yep,
In the
I could buy 4 of them.
I mean, though, can you imagine the amount of RCSs needed to make it turn?
Now that he's got all the consoles and the flagship thing put together.
Well, I mean, technically, it's supposed to be a mile long, 40 bits high. The hull, the saucer itself, is supposed to be 40 bits high. It's not thin as a razor the way that they're depicting now. It's actually supposed to be really, really a lot more huge in what it's being shown.
Yeah, I mean, this is
supposed to be bigger than the Death Star.
it's supposed to be like a mobile. It's supposed to be like a mobile starbase. So yeah.
And that's crazy. I mean, you would have to have some serious power on that thing.
It was a great shot. I had I really wish I could have got it because I had Earth Space Dock lined up directly between his nacelles. It was really nice.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was getting under it to try to get a good shot. I had our Earth Space Dock and the Earth right behind it, but now he's just horse salad.
Well, I have 1,000 Zen. Where are the boxes?
Get locked. Of course, like I said, I took all 9,
Yeah,
converted it to dilithium, and threw it on the Klingon side.
Yeah, go to featured and go 1, 2, 3, 4 over. You'll see the research and development boxes at $240 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna buy 4 of them. See what we get. Now, if I get the ship, it will be in a box, right?
Yeah, it's going to show up in a box, and if you don't want it, you can go to the exchange and sell it for $1.2 million.
1.2 billion.
He got it. He didn't care for it, and then he sold it for $5 million.
No.
Realized that he got ripped off.
No. I didn't get it. I see what you're doing there. No, I didn't get it. The odds are pretty low.
There's one
it's
guy who
almost
said that he had to open up to like 100 lock boxes. He thought he finally got it. And you got to figure, yeah, it's on sale right now. Thought 100 lock boxes? Jesus.
All right,
it's actually like
4 R&D
200.
packs. Let's see what we got. It'll probably be a lot of junk, but
Yeah, good luck.
Lobby
here's
crystal.
another thing. Have you ever noticed when they put the R&D packages on sale, it always lines up where the following week or the week after or whatever, there's going to be an update, an R&D upgrade weekend coming. And they usually do it.
Yeah, it was all R&D boxes and Lobby crystals.
Yeah. And then the loading crystal you get this time.
40.
That ain't too bad.
No, it's not. It'll put me up to almost 100.
Yeah, so this has got me thinking.
Alright, Jimmy, where are we at in our stream here? About 35 minutes, okay.
Alright, so here's the shit, ladies and gentlemen. Universal class temporal heavy dreadnought. Alright, and there's the stats. So you're kind of curious what the shit stats are, just everything else. There's the stats. And like I was saying the other day, the Klingon version and the Romulan version, which I've never seen the Thor, nudie, TD, whatever. Those are brand new shit. This shit, however, was, displayed. And originally, like Aaron said, it's a gigantic fortress. So he's got 2 hangar those. Comes with frigates, so you can launch frigates out of the thing. Okay, that's the Klingon one. And then you see this is like the top view of it. Noisy,
Really want to see one of those
noisy.
ships in action, man.
What?
Maybe if they released them in a pack in the Zen store,
Neither.
maybe I'll spend some real money. You know, me. I don't spend real money on Star Trek Online since my lifetime sub, and I'm willing to spend money for that ship. More specifically for the Klingon and the Romulan one.
Right. Okay, here's the front view of it. The back view of it. And you have the chance of getting one of these ships when you're looking at these block stoppers, which are on sale today.
There's coffee in that nebula.
Yes.
That's my text message tone for when my wife texts me.
Time to do some chasing. Oh, hello.
It's not the same guy, is it?
Oh, 23. Go to 23. Hurry up. Get to 23.
23?
Incident 23. 1, 2, 3 of them. 4. There's 4 of them. Get to incident 23. Hurry up.
It's not 23, Jimmy. It's 3.
Oh, all I know is I just jumped incidents.
You're in instance 3.
Alright, I just saw 3 and I jumped.
But yeah, here's 1.
Alright, so you got me, you got a Intel Dreadnought, you got that idea shit. The other one worked out as I was working in. The monkeys? Okay. Interesting name. You see the size of these shits compared to everybody else.
Well, I mean, you're flying around in an Odyssey, which at one time was the biggest ship in the game.
True. Oh, that reminds me. That thing
Or at
we
least the
talked about
biggest
earlier.
playable ship. One thing.
Okay, I'll have to switch to her ship. Yeah, she's on the Klingon Empire side. I'll switch to her.
We lost.
Noisy! Rain.
What's that, buddy?
There's
Noisy.
been a temporal disturbance in the 27th.
Whatever you're doing, making noise.
Oh, you're talking about me making noise?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just typing.
No problem. Alright, I now switch to my Scimitar T6. Now let's take a look at this thing. Now we can compare size to size. And bullseye! How do we know he's bigger than they?
It's a sphere builder ship.
Where?
Right here in front of me.
That thing is bigger than me. Look, there's a little tiny defiant down there. Look at the size of that
That's
little defiant
reset.
compared to that thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Aaron were talking about size comparison to a Scimitar. Well, there's the size. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I personally, it's pretty neat seeing something new. I personally don't see myself flying something like that.
Why?
Even on an engineer or a science tune, I mean, you'd have to have 140K hull and eight hangars in order for me to have the slightest bit of interest, because to turn something like that, you would have to have 6 RCSs. It's ungodly.
Well, right now, I'm not flying anything with this ship. I'll put my nose right on its nose.
I mean, the neat thing about it is, if you do acquire one, let's say, for example, Um, the odds are about 1 in 200, so you're looking at about roughly $200 to $300 to actually buy enough R&D to get that ship. It depends on the RNG, the random number generator. Sometimes you might get lucky, sometimes you don't. But a lot of people have spent so much money on buying those R&D boxes and not wound up with anything.
You know what would be nice?
Oh,
If we
that's a
could-
good shot right there.
What would be nice is if we could craft a ship.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
yeah,
the
that
Like
would
we
be
did-
awesome.
Like we did with the Delta Flyer, yeah. You and me sitting in a nebula trying to get all the gear we need to build this ship.
How about like hybrid ships? That would be phenomenal. Hybrid ships, say like a Defiant with a Valiant or whatnot, an Odyssey with a Sovi. That would be actually phenomenal.
Yeah,
You could
well,
mix the hull with a certain type of shield type, certain type of nacelles with whatnot, saucer. Just actually make a custom build, but you have to grind for it, of course. There, that's Cryptic's way of doing anything. You have to grind for anything. That's a very phenomenal idea, Ash.
It would
Be
I'm
able
be
to,
asking
great.
how many he had out and he thought he got it.
yeah, be able to actually grind your own ship and do it in a way where you could like make a hybrid.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could do that.
They could pull it off, but naturally, as with anything else, they would have to make it more of a grind for R&D.
Oh, fact,
Well, like I said,
there's a
when
Chinese
they did
company
the
that runs
Delta,
it.
back under the old crafting system, me and Jimmy literally spent 2 months in a nebula gathering
Yeah.
materials so that we could build the Delta Flyer.
Oh wow!
Yeah, what was out of that leaning on this little thing? Okay, this
Yeah, do I
shit
have-
here.
Do I have my Delta
Oh,
Flyer?
he said plenty.
What's that now? Here's my Delta Flyer.
Yeah, he said he opened up plenty. And it has a taste round. Alright, well, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you can now buy this on the Zen store. But, what's the 2nd year anniversary? 3rd year anniversary?
Oh yeah, it was a while ago because the nebulas were still something we could explore.
Exactly.
It was on the old map and everything.
Yeah, because what it is, ladies and gentlemen, back then, the Thor quote unquote shuttles, that on the shuttle mission came into the game. There was one shuttle mission, but, he says thanks. To do that, you had to craft your own. And like Aaron said, we basically went into the
Well,
old
there
nebula.
were shuttles, but we didn't have anything that was special. So like, you had the like Class D shuttle, and you had the Chafee when they did the Deep Space Nine pack, and back when it was the TOS pack, you had the old TOS shuttle, but you didn't really have anything that was special. You got the Danube runabout eventually. But the Delta Flyer, when they introduced it, they were like, "No, you're going to craft this one,"
Exactly.
which is kind of cool because if you think about it, the crew of Voyager spent a lot of time and resources putting the Delta Flyer together.
Yep, and then finally Tom Paris and Captain Janeway gets into it and takes it to a test flight and comes back as an alien.
You're thinking about when he was trying to test the transport barrier.
Yep, or they broke the.
But they had already had the
thing.
Delta Flyer for a while when he did that.
Well, do you remember in the Elite Force, there's a few of them where you got to run around the thing and play with the thing a little bit.
I do remember. In fact, that was one of my favorite things about. I can't remember if it was the first Elite Four.
It's the second one, because the first one you just had just the story, but the second one actually added the extra stuff where you can actually walk around Voyager, talk to everybody.
No, Jimmy, you're confused there. The first feature, the second one was actually on the Enterprise E. Because they promoted the Hazard team to serve on the Enterprise.
Brought it out.
Yes, you're thinking about
the first one.
Yeah, you're thinking about the expansion pack. But one of my favorite things, and I can't remember if it was introduced in the first game or in the second, but my favorite thing was how they explained how you could carry around so many weapons at the same time. Because in the book that came with the game, you remember, folks, those of you who were a little older, when your video games came with instruction books,
Yeah.
the book in the game for the game had a picture of your main character wearing his hazard suit, and one of the things that they pointed out was the buckle of his belt on the hazard suit was a transporter buffer. So basically, the way that they explained his ability to carry all this gear with him at the same time was when he wasn't using it, he basically beamed it into this transporter buffer around his waist. So, like, your belt buckle becomes a little thing to store all the stuff you want to beam into it. Like, I thought that was the coolest way to address the inventory problem ever. Like, it was the greatest thing.
Well, you gotta think of that thing. You got all this like Call of Duty, Battlefront.
It sure as hell would have made moving my house pretty. It would have made moving my house pretty easy. You just beam it all into my belt and walk into the new house and beam the shit where it's supposed to go.
Oh, so like the Sims, you know, place here, place there, like the Sims. Yeah, okay, well, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is the Delta Flyer here. Like I said, back then you had a craft, and now you can just buy it on the exchange. This is the shuttle the game gives you. That's everything else. You see, I can just buy it, but I don't care. I'd run with the Delta Flyer. Granted,
I worked hard building this one.
Right.
I'm not getting rid of it.
And then lifetime, because on the lifetime number, this is the captain's yacht. And this little thing comes off of the Odyssey ship. Or no, not the Odyssey, the Enterprise E. If you ever watched the, the one where everybody felt love again.
It's Insurrection. You always forget Insurrection.
I don't know why, I just can't remember.
It was a good movie. It really was.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Nobody gives it the credit that it's due. I mean, it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Data, Worf, and Captain Picard singing Gilbert and Sullivan's, for Christ's sake.
that was crazy.
Now, if you have the TOS characters, ladies and gentlemen, this is the TOS ship that you basically, which is your Shuttle S, that you pick up. Now, if you have the TOS character. Then, of course, my Delta Flyer. Then I've got the little runabout.
You using the Atlas class as well?
Don't see it. Now these little shits here are fun because they can cloak themselves, or not cloak, they basically match their energy signature as you're flying around until you're like point blank on top of somebody. Then
Hey, Jimmy.
you.
You're almost to an hour.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking on. Anything else gonna throw in?
Nah.
Drain?
No, sir.
Yeah, like I said, that's basically what it is, just everything else. I just wanted to do a shout out that there's a new the deleted log, which is kind of interesting how they call it filthy crystals and just everything else. And then, go chasing these. Let's see, anybody here? Yeah, he's still sitting there too. I think he's on totally sitting there and letting everybody take pictures of the head. While the other guy, oh no, nobody's gonna get me. I'm just gonna go to the moon, walk out, move around. Not this guy. This guy is just sitting there. He don't mind getting his picture taken. Alright, well, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel. Click the like button, hit like button, leave long cluster. If you don't mind, and if you notice, ladies and gentlemen, I actually went to my Patreon page and actually did a vlog. So I'm going to start getting into the habit of trying to do these vlogs on my Patreon page. But, if you all wouldn't mind, kind of give me a helping hand if you don't mind. Otherwise, we will see everybody out in the stars, and have a good night now. Aaron, Granger.
Happy hunting,
Long and
guys.
prosper.
I heard, Dwayne, Aaron?
Live long and prosper.
Yep.
You never hear me.
No, I mean, hell, Dwayne stepped on you.
End your stream, dude.
They hear you more than me. You're quintessential.
Ah.
Something like that.
Ending the stream.